even though women are 51% of the population, we weren't included. We were left out of clinical research until 1993. And that's why today, when we go to see the doctor, we're dismissed, we're misdiagnosed, and we're likely to leave the doctor without a solution than with a solution.
What if the best chapter of your life hasn't even begun yet? What lies within you is the power to live brighter, bolder, and truer than ever before. So welcome to Vivatude, where caregiving, connections, and career come into balance, and where your vitality, vision, and voice shines through. Because the revolution isn't out there, it's already within you. Welcome to Vivatude.
Welcome to another episode of Vivatude. Today's guest is Anu Jain, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, a passionate advocate for women's health. She is the head of women's health at Viome, where she champions innovation and personalized approaches to close long-standing gaps in research and care for women. Anu also drives impact beyond her corporate role through early stage investing in women health startups and her work with global initiatives like the Women's Safety X Prize and Girl Up. It reflects her deep commitment to empowering women and advancing gender equity. She's also a dear friend and someone I deeply admire. Anu, welcome to our show, Vivatude.
Thank you, Anu. It is such an honor and privilege to be here, sharing this platform with you. And I'm so excited to get this conversation started.
Thank you. And I know this from personal experience because we've chatted so much about these topics that you are extremely passionate about women's health. I want to know why.
Well, I think, as women, we've all had our own personal stories and journey where we've been so frustrated with the medical system. Even though women are 51% of the population, we weren't included. We were left out of clinical research until 1993. And that's why today, when we go to see the doctor, we're dismissed, we're misdiagnosed, and we're likely to leave the doctor without a solution than with a solution. I'm
Hmm.
sure, Anu, you've experienced this in your personal health journey as well.
I
And
have, and just wanted to pause here for a little bit. 1993, that wasn't that long ago. I just want our viewers to register that until 1993, we were not a part of the research, medical research. Isn't that crazy? We
No,
were
it
left
is.
out.
Yeah, it's crazy and it's very scary because, when you go see the doctor, literally, I've been told that, gosh, we don't have enough data. I don't know if really this is the right treatment for you, but let's try it and see, what happens. So it's everything has, that ripple effect, and we're facing, at least right now, we're at a stage where women are like, we need to change this. Just to give you a few more of the statistics, only 5% of healthcare research and development funding goes towards women's health. 20%, only 20% of OBGYNs actually receive menopause training. And women are 50% more likely to be misdiagnosed during a heart attack. And I mean, I
Wow.
can go on and on. It's like,
Wow.
even though 80% of autoimmune patients are women, we still don't understand, what is the biological reason behind this. And it's very frustrating. I feel like we need to change the system. We need to change the world for ourselves, all the women in our lives, and, especially our daughters, the next generation. We need to do better. There's so much happening today. The technology, everything has advanced so much, which is really exciting. But at the same time, it's scary because, we look at AI today and when you think about it, you want to make sure there's no gender bias in the algorithms that are, being created. But if you think about it, all the data is historical data, where women weren't included in that. And so it's like a vicious circle. But I'm really excited to see, the push that's happening now, which has never happened in history, where women are really fighting, to basically change that, not just gender equity, but specifically in women's health, working towards closing that gender health gap.
Yeah. Oh my God. And that's why when we go back to our lives and so many of our friends, women friends, where you'll have many stories where they've been misdiagnosed. Where when my postpartum, my doctor wanted to put me on Prozac. So not even understanding that these are real issues, and women face it after they've delivered a baby. They go through a phase where they'll be depressed. And how do we take care of that depression? What support system do we have? And what are or is there research around it? It's not any generic thing that's going on. It is with the biological changes that have happened as a result of childbirth. That's quite a major event, isn't it?
Exactly, exactly. I mean, the same stories I went through, like going through when, perimenopause, menopause, nobody knew what was going on. And basically, they were ready to put you on anxiety medicine right away instead of, realizing that these are normal symptoms. Women have brain fog. You basically, have more anxiety. There's so many symptoms which were just dismissed as if, oh, it's just in your mind. And so I've been really excited to see the movements around, even menopause now and perimenopause, and the awareness that, what, this is a real thing. It's something biological that's going on in our bodies. We're not crazy. So there's a lot of stories like that. And so that's what really got me on this journey, both my own personal health journey as well as my daughter's. And it's exciting to see what's happening actually and the changes that are happening. So,
It's heartening that there is some investment. It is, depressing that it's only 5%, but we'll take it.
yeah, we take whatever we get, but I mean, we just have to really be out there, push for the change and make the change happen ourselves. We can't just wait for others to come along and do this because we've been treated like small men. I mean, literally when you go to the doctor, like the prescriptions, everything, all the data is based on small men. And women are so different than men. We can't just be put in the same bucket. So that's the big frustration in this space.
Oh my God, small men. Now I won't be able to get this out of my head.
And small white men, that's another
Oh
thing to take
my
into account.
God, that's so true. I never heard this, but that's so true.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and we've been speaking with Anu Jain.
And thanks for listening to Vivatude. 4 hosts, 1 each week. We help you revivitude your next chapter because purpose, passion, and prosperity isn't out there. They're already within you. Brighter, bolder, truer. Vivatude.